Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Coffee with Kush. We were calling it Coffee in Kush, like with a little N with the two little, apostrophes on each side. That's proper syntax. By the way, I guess would be the word. You're supposed to put little two apostrophes on each side of the N. When you're like, like chip and dip or what. I'm just making some shit up. Yeah, when you use in the place of and, you put the little apostrophes. I'm a massive grammar nerd. A grammar not excused. I'm not gonna say that. We can't say that anymore. When I was growing up, we were called grammar Nazis, and I guess that's out of fashion now, which I get. All right, but we used that word frivolously back in the day. Maybe that's why no word. Well, I mean, that's why nobody takes it seriously now. We were like the boy who cried wolf. We used the word Nazi frivolously back in the day. The soup Nazi, grammar Nazis. Like, come on, Nazis killed 6 million people. We shouldn't have done that. Anyways, but hindsight's 2020 now. But we shouldn't have done that. I was like, if you don't understand shit as an effect, you normalize the word to like you made it frivolous. Like I said, it just means nothing now. Now you can't call anybody a Nazi because you're just over exaggerating. That's crazy. Anyways, all right, you're just there doing Nazi shit. I get that off my chest. It's a political channel. I don't hide from that. It's not a shut up and dribble channel where I don't just shut up and play video games. It's a political channel. All right. Anyways, we're doing another group. One, two, three, four, five, six more of my favorite college football players from the early 2000s. I don't know how long this video could get because I like college football a lot in the early 2000s, and I could talk about it all day. And yesterday, my video got like 22 minutes, I think. So yeah. All right, Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson was amazing. So as you see, he led his conference in yards per attempt and touchdowns. 7.7 yards per attempt is outrageous. Like for a running back playing a whole season, like it's not like a little tiny sample size guy, getting 50 carries or whatever. This is 271 carries for 2,000 yards, and I was devastated when Larry didn't win the Heisman that year. But the theme of this video is really just guys that this Heisman race from 2002. It was crazy. It was so stacked. You had Carson, which Carson Palmer. Now that I'm older and understand the game more, is my favorite college football quarterback of all time. And in 2002, but back then I literally like threw a tantrum. I was 11. I thought Larry Johnson was gonna win. My best friend Corey at the time, Corey McMahon. It was spelled McMahon, but pronounced McMahon. He was obsessed with Willis McGahee. We both had a tantrum on the fucking phone. Like we used to talk on the phone every night, constantly talking about football. We talk on three-way with our friends and shit. We had 90s shit, or this wasn't the 90s, early 2000s, and when Larry Carson Palmer won and Brad Banks finished in front, we were like, what the fuck? Who is Brad Banks? This guy isn't even good. Like Carson Palmer, he only won because he's plays at USC. He's a quarterback. But we wanted the running backs to win because Corey played running back, and I was obsessed with fullbacks for what I think because of Lorenzo Neal, who I thought was because Lorenzo Neal is one of the most underrated NFL players of all time. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. He blocked for 1,000-yard rushes 11 seasons in a row. Yeah. What football fan do you think knows stats like that? I know everything about the fucking game of football. I put my knowledge up against anybody. I just woke up 20 minutes ago. I can Lorenzo Neal blocked for 11 straight 1,000-yard rushers, including Eddie George, LaDainian Tomlinson. Should be in the Hall of Fame. But fullbacks get no love. I love fullbacks. Oh, it wasn't because of him too. Mike Allstott was my favorite fullback because he ran the ball too. Mike Allstott was fucking amazing. That boy was a tank. Number 40. He wore the big shoulder pads with the neck roll and shit. He was like a fucking monster. That was real football. All right, I sound like a fucking 70-year-old man. That was real football. It was. I like when football was violent. It's boring now. You guys can barely hit now. Now you get called for penalties, targeting, all that bullshit. Take that out of the game. I like targeting. All right, football made me a maniac. What can I say? I don't run from that. It gets me hype. I like football. I like big hits. But Willis McGahee was Corey's running back. Mine was Larry Johnson. And Larry was superior to Willis in every way except touchdowns. But Corey was convinced Willis was going to win it for whatever. I guess he was a Miami fan. I was not a Penn State fan. Back then, I'll be honest, I was bandwagoning like crazy. I was a Tennessee fan, Ohio State fan. They had another team too back then. Like I like Nebraska because of Eric Crouch. Just weird shit like that. I like Oklahoma because of Jason White. Yeah, like I said, I know a lot about college football. Everything there is to know. I love this shit. Look at Cliff Kingsbury down there. That's a name. Chris Brown from Colorado. That was the Titans running back for like 6 years. He was amazing. Really tall. He was like 6'2", 6'3", 6'3", 220. Man, he was a monster. I miss Chris Brown. That boy loved to run the football. Look at this. So I'm glad I got a screen recorder now. I can show all this shit. Not just talk about it while I'm driving a train or whatever on that game. Chris Brown was amazing. Man, at least this year, I remember him being better than this, but I was a child, so everything was good back then. But he was good in 2004 when we missed Eddie George, and he held it, or he took the reins and represented well. Jason Gesser, yeah, that guy. The Titans signed him as an undrafted free agent in 2002. I know this because when I got mad in 2003, I was looking at my roster. Of course, Steve McNair was there. I was like, "Who's this Jason Gesser? Is that our quarterback of the future?" No, it was not. And I think he's like got investigated for like sexual assault. And I'm not going into that, but yeah, I looked him up last night, and that's the first thing that came up. Not proud of that. Man, I'm not a Washington State fan. Like I have any connection to him, but he was a Titans quarterback at a short time, at least for the preseason. He didn't make the team. Anyways, Ken Dorsey, not a fan of. Like his numbers just didn't impress me. Like Miami's offense was really just about Will Smith gay. I felt like without him, I don't feel like Ken Dorsey would have been much. Ken was like a game manager. And the NFL proved that. I mean, where's his height and stuff? Like, why would you put height weight for some players but not all? I don't know how tall he is. Yes, he had good size. 6'4", 220, that's NFL size, but he was just a game manager. He didn't have, like, the arm necessary. There you go. I remember Ken Dorsey on the 49ers from Madden 04, 03, or 5, I mean. I was like, Ken Dorsey's in the NFL now. He's going to be great. He was not. I think the 49ers had, like, who they have back there? Is this before they had Alex Smith? Who had a weird career himself. Wait, I'm going way too far. What am I doing? Tim Rattay. Yeah, this is definitely a tankier. Tim Rattay played like the Arena League or like CFL. I guess say Alex Smith after that. Yes, they tanked for Alex Smith, and everybody thought he was a bust. He had a great career, long career, and he ended up getting his leg broken 33 years to the day that Joe Theismann got his leg snapped. Yeah, there's another crazy fact for you. Look it up. 33, and with the same fucking team. 33 years to the day, Alex Smith got his leg broken and career ended the same day Dan Theismann did. 33 years to the day. Same injury. Matt Leinart. Okay, I'm so disappointed Matt Leinart didn't do shit in the pros, but you really should have seen it coming. I mean, there was red flags all over the place. His touchdowns went way down. But Matt Leinart, I like Matt Leinart. Like, I don't understand how he didn't. I don't know. Was it lack of motivation? I think Matt Leinart grew up kind of wealthy and just didn't have like the drive to be a good NFL quarterback. Like that's the excuse I make because like a lot of these guys like Johnny Manziel grew up. He's worth $50 million. His family is from oil money. His grandfather struck oil in Texas in the 30s. Like Matt Leinart's pretty wealthy, I think. Rosen, Josh Rosen, he's wealthy and entitled, didn't really care about being a good NFL quarterback. Like that's why I said yesterday it might be controversial. A lot of these teams go after black players from the hood because they're hungrier. Like they got more. They don't want to live in the hood. They want to be wealthy. But on average in America, white families have 7.8 times the wealth of black families. So there you go. Black families got 30K. White families got 200K. So there you go. Like there's no urgency. Is what I'm saying. It's not racism. It's just a fact, socioeconomic fact that black families are just hungrier because they want to get out of the hood. It's common sense. Anyways, Matt Leinart didn't do shit in the pros. See, I say things that might be controversial in some circles. I don't care. I'll say them. Somebody's got to say it. I don't give a shit. What's happening to me for saying the truth? But Matt Leinart, I was gonna say people like there's no reason to censor yourself in life. Like nothing's gonna happen to you. Just say what you want to say. Just don't go too far. You have common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say controversial things. I don't understand why everybody's gotta be so buttoned up. Just like worried about speaking their mind. Just say it. I'll say that shit. Black players are just hungrier. It's just the way it is because we're poor. It's a fact. Anyways, being poor makes you hungry. What do you know? It's like common sense. All right, Matt Leinart, his first year in the pros, it was okay. With Arizona, a team like that didn't have much. Well, actually, I think Arizona was loaded at the time. Because didn't they just, go to Super Bowl, 2 years after this? Yeah. Matt Leinart fucked up. He let Kurt Warner take his spot. They went to the Super Bowl like 3 years after he got there. What the fuck am I clicking? Did I miss my? Wait, what happened? I thought I just saw Super Bowl. There it is. Lost Super Bowl to the Steelers, and they almost won. They were leading in that game till like the last minute. The Arizona Cardinals almost won a Super Bowl with Ken Whisenhunt. Man, I was pulling them so hard. I hated the Steelers. I love Kurt Warner. That boy was bagging groceries, man. He became a fucking NFL MVP. Bagging groceries to Super Bowl MVP. What the fuck? I think he won 2 Super Bowls. 99 and 0. Oh, wait. No? Did he lose to the Patriots? God, I'm glad the internet exists. Imagine going to the library looking through the archives and shit for this information. Yeah, he won once. I was right about Super Bowl MVP. He didn't win 2. He lost to the Patriots. He lost 2 Super Bowls? That sucks. Man, he went all for the Arizona. Man, it's not fair to him. He should have won that. I know I'm bitching about some shit from 17 years ago. It's not fucking fair. He should have won that Super Bowl. He balled. Look how he led in every category almost. I hate that shit. Can we look at his college stats? No. There's no Northern Iowa college stats. Oh, man. Oh, they need to get up with that shit. I want to be able to see Steve McNair's stats. I want to see Kurt Warner's Northern Iowa stats, but I can't look at them. And there's no reason Kurt Warner should have been good. 6'2", 214. His arm wasn't even that strong, I don't think. It's just really accurate. And, like, I don't understand it. Like, he was so good. Like, he did this stuff, so in 2001, I guess, was his best. No, I'd say 99 was his best season when he won MVP. But he won the MVP both of those years with 22 interceptions. That's crazy. Different time. But, I'd say this is his best season. Then he did it again. Like fucking 9 years later, man. The dude's a special player. That's why you appreciate players like that when you watch them. You don't understand like what you're seeing at the time. You gotta appreciate that shit. And then he came back, went 10-5 again the next year. Then he left. I guess he retired. I guess he was too old. But I remember the days Kurt Warner played for the Giants. Those lost days where he was struggling. And then Eli replaced him. Like, I thought his career was over. I was really sad. And he resurged with Arizona just like Carson Palmer did. Arizona used to be where quarterbacks would get their life back. Oakland used to be where quarterbacks went to die. Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald was special. He finished second in the Heisman race in 2003 as a wide receiver, and you can see why. 92 catches, 1,600 yards, and 22 TDs. That's like Randy Moss numbers. And Larry Fitzgerald lived up to it. Obviously, first ballot Hall of Fame. He better be a fucking first ballot. I know moving the mouse around a lot because I have ADHD. I'm like fidgeting and moving moving my legs around, like moving the mouse, like not even paying attention. I'm just running my fucking mouth. But Larry Fitzgerald. Let's see who we finished in the Heisman race too. Jason. I was just talking about Jason White. I love Jason White. Funny fact about him. Like I said, show me somebody who knows more about football than me. Jason White had no ACLs, basically. He tore both his ACLs. He had no ACL. He couldn't even run. He literally couldn't roll out of the pocket. All he could do was throw, but he had the golden arm. And he won the fucking Heisman with no ACLs. Like, I'm joking. He couldn't run. Doctor told him, you shouldn't even be playing. Don't leave the pocket. Look at this. He couldn't run at all. These are just sacks. He wasn't running. I can't believe his body held up to win the Heisman. And then he came back next year and went through 35 TDs. And the Titans took him in as an undrafted free agent as well, but didn't make the team. He couldn't play anymore. He didn't have his knees were gone. But that would have been a great arm talent to have. Jason White was special. I guess we had him too. He's one of my favorite players from the 2000s as well. Just kind of forgot about him a little bit. Jason White, baby. He was a high school phenom. And he was the man. I mean, look at this. It speaks for itself. And he had 8 years of eligibility because of his injuries. It's really funny. Like, you see, he was a senior twice. But, really sad. I think now he's he does, I think he's a HVAC guy. I think he owns an HVAC business. Heating and cooling. Will Smith, that's a good business to own. You never go out you always have business. HVAC shit. Everybody's going to need air conditioning and heating. Good business to run. Own, I mean. If I was a businessman, that's the kind of shit I'd run a business that will never go out of fashion. A recession-proof business, like toilet paper. People always got to wipe their ass. All right, I wouldn't even advertise it. It's toilet paper. People gonna buy the cheapest shit they can find. All right, One thing I don't understand is why Coca-Cola advertises. It's like an Americana, like built-in brand. Or you don't even need to advertise. Everybody's gonna buy it because it's Coke. Why would you be advertising the polar bears if you're wasting millions on ad space? You don't need to do that. I would cut advertising like 20 years ago. People are just gonna buy it. You don't need to advertise. I know what Coca-Cola is. I'm gonna buy the products. Anyways, I'm so indoctrinated. I prefer Coca-Cola products over Pepsi products for no reason. It's like the same shit. And I just prefer the Coke product just because it's Coke. Like they have more of a American, what's the word I'm looking for? More ingrained in American culture. Coca-Cola, good American company. Buy their products or I'll kill you. All right, Willis McGahee. Yeah, we already talked about it. My best friend Corey McMahon's favorite player. I'm still happy he didn't win the Heisman. I still can hold that over his head. Fucking 23 years later, I haven't talked to Corey in years. Last time I talked to Corey was on Facebook in like 2012. We reconnected for like 3 days, and we just had too much going on. We were both in college. Didn't have time to pal around, be buddy and shit. Taking college really seriously back then. It was not easy. Taking a lot of classes and taking classes at really weird times. It was really hard because the only class I could take, people, they fill up so fast. I would have a class at 8 a.m. Think I have to go home until 3 and come back for a class in 2 classes in the evening. It was fucking horrible. What the fuck do you do all day? God, I try to just stay active, do whatever. Back then I didn't have many hobbies. Go home, smoke weed. What the fuck do you even do all do? I go do a class from 8 to 10, come home for lunch or whatever. Then I go back to school, and I didn't live on campus for evening class. I was burnt out, just over it all. The classes filled up instantly because I went to a small school and there wasn't much space. It's 1,000 kids there, not many classes. It was very competitive. You had to get your class, and if your financial aid fell through, you lost your spot in the class. You gotta get that shit figured out. And the government is slow. So fuck college. It's too stressful because it didn't have to be. College was stressful because of student loans and financial aid. It didn't have to be that way. But these motherfuckers, these boomer assholes chose that system by voting for Ronald Reagan. He destroyed free college in America. There used to be subsidies that allowed everybody to go to public schools for free, basically. Then he ended it because he's a fucking demon. Now he's in hell drinking the devil's semen. Yeah, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Here all week. Reggie Bush. Reggae Bush. 200 attempts, 1740, 8.7 yards an attempt is crazy. Imagine a running back running for a first down basically every time they touch the ball. And imagine that same running back not even touching the ball in the last 5 minutes of a national championship game where you desperately need to move the ball. Thanks, Pete Carroll, you fucking idiot. I had so much respect for Pete Carroll before that. Lost a lot of respect for him when he lost at Natty. And then he goes to the NFL and does the same shit. You don't run Marshawn Lynch. Fucking a yard away. You throw a slant. And you get picked off. You're a fucking fool. You're not a good coach. You just lucked into a ton of talent. And they carried you to the Natties, Pete Carroll. I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget. He's an idiot. A slant from the 1 yard line? Why the fuck would you do that? Run a fullback dive. What is wrong with you? It's like he was paid to throw that game. Man, I was so pissed. I was so pissed when Seattle lost that fucking game. I thought they were going to be a dynasty. I probably would have became a Seattle fan had they won that game. I was obsessed with them. Pete Carroll made me hate the Seahawks. He made me hate Russell Wilson. He made me hate them all. You ruined Marshawn Lynch's career. And bro, I bet that shit still haunts him. He can never have that back. He can never have that carry back. He can never, bro, that shit is haunting. Pete Carroll, why would you do that? You get one chance at destiny. There's a quote about that. Destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. You made the wrong choice, Pete Carroll. You idiot. Okay, now I got to lay on my chest. Reggie Bush was pretty good. He drafted too high in the NFL. He didn't have the size to be an every down running back, of course. But he found his footing. This draft class was weird. These guys caught on late. Reggie wound up having a long career, a good career. 5,000 yards, nothing to be ashamed of. 36 TDs. I'm proud of Reggie Bush. He had his couple 1,000-yard seasons. I like it, what Reggie Bush did in the NFL. Played for a bunch of teams and was just a really interesting player. And he could catch the ball as well. Like, look, he's basically a wide receiver, too. I um I wish he could have been better, but he was very valuable as a player. Over 1,000 fantasy points. All right, now, by the way, I'll just refer something. Yes, I didn't do this at the beginning. I talked about, excuse me. How far are we in, by the way? We are 20 minutes in. So, yep, sounds about right. I think this one's better than yesterday's video. I feel like this one I want to watch back because it actually went smoothly. I like stayed on topic, I feel like, and like I actually enjoyed this one more, I feel like. Uh Michael Vick he lost to Natty in his first year, in his freshman year. I thought it was last year in the 2000 season, this one. Or no, they lost it wasn't this one. They finished sixth in this. They lost the Gator, or won the Gator Bowl in this one. His freshman year, they had a chance to win the Natty, and they lost. But Michael Vick went off his first 12 TDs, 5 picks. Like, these numbers are amazing, like, for the year 2000, or 1999, I mean. And, like, 12 yards per attempt is crazy. And Michael Vick, this will put him on the map. A freshman leading his team. That's what he knew, he could be a leader. I was so disappointed when the fucking dogfight and shit happened. And it took till now, really, to get over that. And actually see myself as a fan of Michael Vick, the player, again. Separate the art from the artist or whatever. It's hard to do. But Michael Vick was just a once in a lifetime type player. And his Virginia highlights are really fun to watch. Go check that out sometime. You've never seen. There's gonna be another player like that. Like, if this was Madden these days, you'd have like 99 speed and 99 throw power. Like that, you can't game plan for that. And last but not least, start with the land whale, LenDale White. I love LenDale White because he was a fat guy and he just ran for touchdowns. It's basically his job. For whatever reason, Pete Carroll was like going to him a lot on the last drives in the Natty and against Texas, which killed him. Like, you should have Reggie Bush doing that. But LenDale was amazing. He was a big trucker, he was part of the Thunder and Lightning or whatever it was called with Chris Johnson. Smash and Dash. Whatever the fuck we call it. He had a lot of names. The fat guy and the little guy, little fast guy. But LenDale had a good NFL career, at least for a couple years. I can't see. Like, what the fuck? I got glare blinding me. Did I like staring out the window at the sun? I can't see. Anyways, have my eyes blinded. I don't know how that happened. It's like I blacked out, just staring out the window while I speak. But I do have ADHD. I sometimes lose focus. And I just do some dumb shit like stare at the sun. Okay. He had a great second year. TMVD, just I don't know, he just lost his passion. I don't know what the fuck happened. But actually, yeah, I do. I think he failed a drug test. And the Titans lost faith in him. He was never really the same. He never really caught on with other teams either. I can't remember what drug it was for. I don't really care at this point. Probably weed. But he could have been a great running back. Like a 50% successful run percentage is crazy. That's above the league average. He was actually really good in 2008. And 15 touchdowns is nuts. Chris Johnson went off that year as well. I think that was a 2,000-yard year. Nah, that must have been the year after, or year before, 07. Oh, he wasn't in the league yet. 09, when the fuck was it? There it is. 09, the 2,000-yard year. 2,006 yards, 14 TDs. Like I said, look at the run success percentage. All his are below 50. LenDale had a 50% successful run percentage. He was a good running back. He just didn't live up to his potential because he had no discipline. He ate too much and he smoked weed too much, I guess, if that's possible. I don't understand that one. I use weed every day. I lost 60 pounds over the past couple years. I work my ass off, but I don't gain weight. I don't just sit around and eat all day. Eat 3 times a day of that, but I don't know. It doesn't make the stereotypes don't really. I don't feel slow or stupid. I just went over all this NFL information high as balls, and my memory held up, long term memory too. I saw shit 20 years ago, and it doesn't make me lazy. It doesn't make me stupid. It doesn't make me hungry. I don't understand when people are like, "What weed are you doing?" It just makes me focused and calm and happy. All right, that's it. Those are another batch of my favorite college players from the 2000s. This list will probably honestly never end because I can talk about them all day, every day. I love 2000s football, and I love these players. They made it great. Let's make college football great again. I think it's already great, actually. You don't need to do much. See ya.